This is Happy Camper Harry, and I'm here to express my discontent, my disgust with the NFL draft. And here's why. My team, the Detroit Lions, are going to be rewarded the number one pick if they have the worst record. It's the same for every NFL team there is. At the beginning of the season, they may try to win, but 6, 7, 8 games into the season, owners, general managers get in their little meetings and they come up with a plan. Since NFL draft rewards year after year the number one pick to the worst team, what do you think they're deciding to do? They get rid of players like TJ Hawkinson to try to build for the future to get more draft picks, and they don't make things fair to the fans. The fans lose the most. The beginning of the season, the fans want a team to win. The players on the Lions want to win. When the owners, the general managers, all are rewarded the number one pick for having the worst team, it is totally wrong for them to do that in the NFL, because what you have is what you see every single year. You get teams that are trying to get better draft picks because that's the way it's set up. It's set up totally wrong. I'm telling you the problem, and I will have a solution, but I want to go further in why it's so wrong. Let's say that I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, and my position in the playoff seeding depends on what happens to my competitors. Let's say that Kansas City has to lose this week for Buffalo to get home field advantage. Or let's just even say Team A that you're rooting for needs the Lions to beat this team for them to get in the playoffs. I'm just picking on the Lions. Every year there's a 6, 7, 8 teams trying to lose. You don't see it from the players because they're going to be competitive, but you see it when they pull their starters at the end of the season. And but if I'm rooting for Team A and I need the Lions to beat that team, but they're not wanting to win, and it's, they're not given the best chance to win, it's not fair. It's horrible for sports. I mean, it's horrible. Here is the solution. I don't hear anybody talking about this. I'm not acting like I'm inventing the wheel here. But the NBA lottery has no guarantees that the worst team is going to get the number one pick. I like that. But I can even do better than that. The NFL needs to change their draft. It's still going to be the most exciting draft in all of sports. It already is, even being so disruptive. Okay, how many times are the Cleveland Browns going to get a number one pick? If they have a horrible organization, they're never going to do anything perfect, get things right. They're never. The Lions are just like that. The Lions have been owned by the Ford family since 1963. They have one playoff win. We've had a number of top 5 picks because of how horrible their seasons are. Is that fair for competitive NFL? Even if you get those picks, you got a crappy team, you got crappy organization. It's not good. It's not good for the NFL. But here's my solution. Whoever the Super Bowl champions are, they get one lottery ball. The Super Bowl loser gets 2 lottery balls, and then you take how people finished record-wise and everything, and the third best team gets 3, and so forth, all the way down to the worst team gets one more lottery ball than the second worst team. So you still have a better chance if you have the worst record, but you're not guaranteed the number one pick just because you dumped the season. That makes it fair. Every game should count. And you know what would be really, really good is that a team that has like the 10th best record gets the number one pick and make things so interesting. Let's say that the best college player in the country, hands down, would be a quarterback. And let's say a team that has their quarterback for a number of years ahead already, and make it interesting on what they're going to do. Are they going to trade to a team? It'd be really great to see all that trading going on. I just hate for the fans to invest in jerseys, in going to the games and spending all this money. They want their team to win. Their players want the team to win. But behind those closed doors, the owners, the general managers, the coaches are all in on a strategy that for that season isn't designed to put their team in the best position to win. I think I've said my piece. Tell me what you think.